Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport. So we're finishing off the Modern Hot Hatch Championship, so we're going to do the last two races. First two were a little bit mixed. The first race I feel like we did really well, quite well despite being in a stock vehicle, but it doesn't feel like the second race went as well, if memory serves me right. What are we on? Yeah, we're on 38 points, so not disastrous. As you can see, we're only a point behind the third and second place, but quite some way behind first, so yeah, hopefully we can do even better on the Hockenheim short circuit for 6 laps. No more extra upgrades we can give the car though, although I feel like 550, maybe 600 at the very least is about the maximum for this kind of car, especially when it comes to keeping the front wheel drive drivetrain and
the key to success on Hockenheim short circuit,
not sticking all-wheel drive on it or even swapping out a new engine.
Because passing on the narrow straights can
it's
get
ample fast enough though the way I've upgraded it. And it certainly has plenty of handling and braking on the go. So let's knock the fuel down. Oh, not like that. Yep, that'll do. Right. Never understood why they don't let the AI change their fuel amount. It seems a little unfair to have them going around with that extra bit of weight while we can obviously knock it back as much as possible. But regardless, let's see what we can do. Let's get a quick few overtakes in before we hit the next corner. Bit of scraping there. Nothing too intentional. So yeah, this doesn't have the big long straight as the full circuit does, so we're not really going to be worrying about top end speed, because even though this does have more power, top end speed isn't, massive. I'm sure there are other cars here that have more top end speed than we do. That's not going to really come into play here. Accidentally turned in a little bit too soon there, only got a warning though, thankfully. It's got such good turning with this car. I'm just able to hold that bit extra speed through the corners. Because there aren't really any big long straights, the more powerful cars here really got to take advantage of that extra power that they've got, while inevitably they will weigh more as well, so that extra power is somewhat nullified on these shorter circuits. Why on earth is the Golf braking so hard there? I don't know. I'll have to make sure we don't crash into them. Struggling at all to keep up with this Golf, but just struggling to get past it. Really like overtaking like that. I know obviously the AI should make sure that not turning into a car that is coming up on the inside, but at the end of the day they can't really help that. They're not the best AI in that regard. They don't really take into consideration late braking or big dives, so just have to try and get past them another way. See what I mean? A normal driver wouldn't notice that coming up and not try and make a crash out of it, but I'm not late braking or diving up the corner just to lean on the car in front and get around the corner. I want to get past cleanly as possible, and neither of those attempts were clean. Caught up relatively quickly though, I guess. There we go, much better. Finally got into 5th. Right, let's catch up to the car up front. I think it's a Renault. So they have less issues getting past this car than the Golf. No, it's another Golf. Oh dear, probably won't get past very easily then. They are a pretty good car, and the all-wheel drive system they have does help them through the corners. I think this one's the even more powerful version as well, so might have a bit more difficulty gaining in terms of speed. Certainly got the cornering ability though. Slight clip at the back, but it's not as egregious as the side swipes that we've accidentally incurred, so we'll leave it. Right on their backside.
Lap. Let's go.
There we go. Can we make it a 3rd place? Another 1-2 seconds ahead, but can we do it? Not with massive amounts of understeer, we can't. I don't know where that's come from. We didn't have that issue in the previous laps. Maybe our tyres are getting a little second-hand side. Catching that Renault up front, but at least we got into 4th. You know, that does match the position we're in on the championship overall at the very least, so we shouldn't drop any places, but it's going to come down to luck whether or not we gain any. But that was still a decent race. We just got stuck behind that white Golf for so long that it really did hinder our chances of getting any higher, but we still gained 8 places over where we started, and we actually gained a place overall, so that is good. But whether or not we're going to gain any more is a little on the unlikely side, given there's 8 points now between me and second, and a massive 12 points between me and first. So yeah, could still technically be everything to play for second, but I very much doubt we're going to be able to get to first at the very least. But still, let's get on to the 4th and final race and see how it turns out. Right, we're at Brands Hatch for 9 laps on the Indy circuit. So very short circuit, very fast one. Whether or not we're going to get much of a chance for overtaking, I'll have to see. Do remember having quite a bit of an issue on a prior race not long ago, having to get past opponents, so hopefully we won't have the same issue this time around. Obviously we're on a much smaller car than we were on that race way back when, so hopefully the diminutive size of our Hyundai can help us. It's one reason why I picked it, because it's so small and light that it's got such an agile and nimble car that really doesn't struggle on even the smallest of circuits, so hopefully that comes through here. A gap behind the Clio, but there just wasn't, and this Mini and Ford are having a bit of a tussle. Snuck through eventually though. Very sneaky up the inside there. Very short lap, pretty much going to be under a minute all of the time. I mean, even this first lap is just over a minute, even with all of the traffic issues, so all that Golf was getting very sideways. I wouldn't expect that given it's got all-wheel drive. I would expect the understeer it's currently experiencing. We're on the outside, easily done. Again, like the Hockenheimring circuit, it's very fast, very short. Doesn't really have much in the way of top end speed to go off of, so a car like this again is going to do well, while the heavier, more powerful opponents won't really be able to get advantage of their bigger power reserves. So fifth place, come on. A little bit of a tussle there. into 5th. Come on, at least try and get a podium this time round. Really don't want to lose our 3rd place position on the championship overall. First time I've had trouble with understeer on that corner. And it's starting to rain. That's not going to help. Give the Golfs an advantage because they've got all-wheel drive. It's not going to help me. Let's hope it doesn't get too wet in the upcoming laps. Typical British weather. Side of the Golf, absolutely nothing they can do. Come here, Cleo, you're understeering wildly. Yes, an easy gain of place there. Another Golf up front. Not sure what's in first, but there's some way off yet, so let's concentrate on second. We are gaining on.
3 remaining.
But I'm not going to do it by steering wildly, that's for sure. Yeah, that corner's getting more and more difficult the more we race, the more it gets wet. I mean, even that Golf was getting sideways. At the end of the day, the track is getting wetter, our tyres are getting gradually worse, not by a lot, you know, we're not on slicks or anything like that, so certainly don't have to worry about them completely wearing down, but they still have degradation on them regardless, so pocket rocket, you can do it. Oh dear, I did not realise how close I was. Just a little love tap at the back. So it's another Golf. They seem to be the dominant car in this championship. Can we get past them in 1.5 laps? Last lap, 1 second to make up. It's so close. Literally 0.2 of a second in it, but unfortunately we did not have the enough of a speed advantage in that final bit to really get past that Golf. But still, that was a really fun race, really close for a lot of it, no real domination from anyone there. So yeah, that made it a really exciting race. Not the cleanest of laps from me, but enjoyable regardless. And we gained 10 places over where we started, and that puts us into 3rd place overall. 3 points in it between me and 2nd, which, yeah, even if we had, I think if we'd have gotten, yeah, if we'd gotten 1st, then we would have been level pegging with 2nd, so we might not have even gotten 2nd at the end of the day, because I'm pretty sure it works out on based on positions in the previous races, and the one with the higher positions overall is probably the one that would have gotten that. But still, it would have been nice to at least been able to draw level with 2nd. But still, 3rd place is a good position, especially given the somewhat iffy 2nd race and the fact that we yeah, didn't get above 4th in the previous one as well. So yeah, still overall a fun race, that one, and a fun championship overall. But that Hyundai is absolutely excellent. I love the way I've upgraded it. It's just got so much handling and grip through the corners, but also packs a fair bit of punch in terms of horsepower, and that's helped by the fact it weighs so much less than the other cars here. So yeah, but nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.